Do you like to catch flounder or want to catch flounder?
The size of that one. Oh, it is a big one. Look at that. Hey.
Well, I really think I found the best rig you can use to maximize your success. So I want to showcase this to you guys, so stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. So like I said, flounder, while not the most complicated fish to figure out and find, pretty easy to catch, I put together a rig that I really feel is going to help a ton of people out. So let's just break down the simplicity of how easy this is. Now, fishing for flounder does not require any fancy gear whatsoever. So any kind of spinning rod you guys have, I would recommend doing it. It'll work great. But this becomes, again, just my tried and true rod here. It's that 7.6 Velocity. It's a salmon rod for the rivers specifically, but it works so good for everything else. So this is what I have my setups rigged on for both sides of the boat, and the simplicity of this rig just makes it so much fun for whoever's getting to fish it, because all it takes is a couple hooks that are already tied for you, and it's just ready to rock and roll. So simplicity breakdown here, we're just going to show it. You need a swivel on the top end to tie off the rig. It's got 2 shrimp flies, as you see there, from a Sabiki. They are pinch barbless, just to make it easy to release small fish and abide by regulations. But the meat and potatoes that's different about this is having the buzz bomb. The buzz bomb in particular, especially it being the heavier size, this is a 3HL, the heavy size. Actually, 3XH, right? Extra heavy 3-inch. It's a wider profile bait, and you can see as it spins, it really makes this rig effective because it flutters on the way down, which draws in fish before it even touches the bottom. Now it's got a bumper and then a swivel, so you can really use this rig in certain situations where legal. Put a sidewash hook on that, and you could be bottom fishing as well at the same time. So keep in mind, this is not just a flounder rig, but it'll work great on everything. So let's break this down and showcase exactly how to rig this up close. In the video description below, I'll have everything linked for what you guys see being used and showcase just how simple this is. Alrighty, so we got all the gear we need, and like I said, it is so simple. It just is great to make it. You can tie up a bunch in advance, have them ready to go, have rods set up. It's simple as I showcased. A buzz bomb as your bottom portion, 1 Sabiki rig, another one, and then your swivel and your fishing. So components wise, you just need Sabiki rig of the shrimp setup, 1 of your buzz bombs. I have a bead and a swivel and a set of pliers. So we'll just simply rig one of these up and showcase you exactly. Now, if you're going to use this all as a Sabiki rig, it's super cool because you can have all the instructions there for you. But these things are nice. They just start to pull apart for you, and you get where you want it. Now, all you need is 2, okay? This is what makes this really fun. I take the first one off and then the second one off. So I give myself a little bit of room, and I will go about halfway between the second and the third. And that's what I knock off there to cut. And it really doesn't matter which side gets tied on. You end up having an extra whole rig. So you get 2 rigs out of 1 pack, and it makes it really cool that way. So then, right, I can go up here, can see which side my shrimps are facing to make them kind of sit in the right direction. But again, it's all preference more than anything else. But a swivel on the top, just to help with line twist, really. And we're just going to do a ward knot, which is a knot that I use for everything. So my top, right, I got my first rig, second rig, and then you have the swivel at the bottom. Now you could have also grabbed the top swivel out of the pack. It doesn't matter either way. And here's what I like to do. I cut the line off on the bottom. I'm gonna thread. Now what's nice about these buzz bombs, there is instructions for which way to point the hook into. So thread the line down. Now you have your buzz bomb on. Thread your bead or your bumper. And then now retie on the swivel. Always wet your knots. You can cut your tag off. And there's your fishy rig. All set up. Pliers are there to pinch your barbs again. Just to abide by regulations where you're at. Just makes it easy as well, like I mentioned, to release a bunch of small flounder when you get them. But those shrimp look super fishy and they hold up, right? This is what the rig looks like after about 50 flounder chewing on it. And it's still fishable, still looks really good, and is gonna catch a ton of fish. So that is a simple yet effective flounder rig. And let me tell you a little bit about where to find flounder. In Washington State, Pacific Northwest, we have to be fishing for stuff in the Puget Sound region 120 feet or less. So I'm always trying to find shallower bays that are flat sandy bottoms in 100 feet or less, just to give myself a little leeway. You will know when they're there. Again, the last trip we went out, it took first drop, we were doubled up.
Oh, another double.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the size of that one. Oh, it is a big one.
Look at that. Hey.
Second rod went down, doubled up again. So this rig, it works great. Flounders are so fun to use for all ages. Really hope you guys can get out and do it. I got all the links in the product description below here for you. And if you want to see what it looks like underwater with all those flounders swimming around, check this out right here. Fish on!